What do you think we'll see in the near future for Zero Point in terms of research, public awareness, maybe acceptance, I guess, of potential applications, things like that?
Well, I think the public is not really against it at all. You know, it's um, well, science and public is a different issue. But let me first answer the first part of the question. What we'll see in the near future, and I noticed accelerating movement in the research, especially as the gravitational question is against the quantum mechanics, so it's a kind of a big topic in physics. And since we see now with the nano case where the European Union puts up a lot of money to kind of accelerate the process and make so that the people can really research how to make the Casimir force so strong to move objects, then the next step will be to make a motor out of it or something like this. And at the same time, the nanotechnology becomes smaller and smaller, so these Casimir sort of effects becomes more and more important. I think we will see some machines in that area. And then the public is, well, some like nanotechnology, as some people like technology, and others don't like it, you know. It's, I think if we have applications like that, it won't be such a mystic free energy thing anymore. It will be nanotechnology, and then people accept it, you know. I think people accept things much more fast. It's not the people who are against it. It's more the certain scientists who are way beyond PhD, who have, you know, their research position. They're afraid that something new comes on the block that they don't know about, you know. And that's more kind of a tricky thing.
Well, do you think there's any hope, maybe from string or brain theory, or maybe even extensions of quantum mechanics, to seeing QM effects exhibited on macroscale objects?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Because the Casimir force almost seems like an indicator of this. And
Just an example. 20 years ago, yeah, Zeilinger, he was doing these teleportation things, and quantum entanglement, and everyone thought he's kind of an outsider. And but today he's funded by the big banks, because by his method you can kind of have encryption, which is definitely not possible to interfere. You know, so there's a market. He gets huge sponsorings and lots of money. Many people come to him. He's like the guru. The Dalai Lama talks with him, and they publish it. And he's a big shot guy, you know. So that 20 years later, and he just started doing his thing, you know.
Absolutely.
And so I think we will see more quantum effects. Yeah, they can become macroscopic. It's a misconception that quantum is only small. No.
So that
if you do it right, it can be big.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. Well,
like liquid helium, for example, or Bose-Einstein condensates and stuff like that. Now people are doing them, and they become bigger, more larger scales, and like superconductivity, you know, all these things, you know. And so on the same level, we might be able to find the way to use this zero-point energy, you know, and make it on a big scale.
absolutely,
why not?
absolutely. Well, the biggest advance that really struck me, I guess, from my IT background, was quantum computers, and it's being heralded, I guess, as proof for many worlds. Do you have any thoughts on that? I think they're up to 7 bits now, maybe.
7 bits, yeah. Well, my thoughts is it will become it will be different than what they think now. You know, it's not a computer as we know it. You know, it will be definitely quite different.
Sure.
Different algorithms and so forth. And